don't know about that. But I mean,
Just a little bit.
I don't know. Some spicy cranberry sauce.
Come on. That sounds good. Come on.
All right.
That'll be good.
All right.
Try
This is. Oh, maybe we will. Anyways, the next thing we're gonna try is we're gonna try to do this episode. So, right here is where I'll put the intro song. I'll probably put something.
Oh, really?
Snappy and poppy.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me change the wig.
So this
I want to wear the other wig because you have long hair. So I want to be like Yuli.
That one picture that you took of.
Huh?
That one picture you were just like. You look like Little Richard. You look like a 65-year-old black. You look like somebody from the fucking 80s with Jerry Curl Activator.
Let's do this fucking episode.
All right. What's up, guys? This is Inside the Northside podcast coming to you live from the Northside Studios, which is not in the Northside, so big whoop-de-doo. Anyways, we have a special guest here. He is known to take mushrooms at a baptism. He has a Jerry curl on, and he's also known to be the best podcaster in Chino, and another podcaster is looking to chin check him. Anyways, give a round of applause to fucking Gil.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I am the number one podcaster in Chino, California, and I don't know, farmers like podcasts. I mean, what else are you gonna do when you're fucking farming all day, boring ass shit? Smoke weed and listen to the Mind Buzz. That's what I want to do.
I wouldn't put it past them, dude, if they were listening to your podcast and like, this is some good shit. And like, yeah, the dude lives down the street.
Yeah, he lives down the street. He has some good mushrooms, but it's all good. Mushrooms at a baptism?
Mushrooms at a baptism.
Okay, I'm down with that. What's up, Yuli?
Nothing much, man. How have you been?
I've been good. Just grinding with the podcast. Did a couple of them last week. My latest one with Punk Bug. YouTube like flagged me like
really?
Crazy throughout that whole like 2-hour episode. So yeah, I put it on YouTube. It's available right now on Spotify, but you're unable to watch it on YouTube right now.
How come they flagged it? Was it because of some of the imagery or what?
Yeah, it was mainly the music that we were searching. If you're a Mind Buzz listener, go ahead and go check it out. Some of our videos on Mind Buzz Media on YouTube. Oh, we Google search, we do all that fun stuff live during the podcast, and I think we just overindulged in searching on YouTube and Google and stuff that I just got flagged for like all the music. I think we watched a couple of like comedy skits from Bill Hicks. They got flagged too. So yeah, it was just. I think it was an array of different videos that I got flagged on. So yeah, that whole 2-hour YouTube video is just it's completely gone. So yeah, that's my next project. I have to chop it up and re-add it on there.
Interesting. But yeah, I mean, for people that don't know you, some of my listeners don't know you. Yeah, so you have a podcast, Mind Buzz podcast. How'd you get started with that?
How did I get started? Where to start? I've always thought about doing a podcast. I just never did it. You know what I mean? Like, you know how like you have this idea and it just runs through your mind on a week-to-week basis, and I was where I had that inclination and that thought of mind of making one, right? And then one day, my cousin, we were coming down off of some psychedelics, and he was talking to me about the stoned ape theory. And if you don't know what the stoned ape theory, Google it. Go to YouTube right now. Google stoned ape theory. And when he was telling me about it, he was telling me, like, I asked him, like, where did you hear this like fucking outrageous claim of monkeys eating psilocybin mushrooms and tripping and becoming like that being like the step towards evolution? And he told me, oh, like, I heard it on the Joe Rogan podcast. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, on the Joe Rogan Experience, he has a podcast. And like back then in 2017, 2018, I had no clue. Like, I didn't know that Joe Rogan had anything like that. When he told me about Joe Rogan, I was thinking like the small, skinny, balding dude that didn't that had stand up, but he was doing like Fear Factor and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pulled up a video of it, and of like the clip of him talking to, I believe he was talking to Dennis McKenna, the brother of Terrence McKenna. And yeah, dude, from there, like, I seen like his setup, the cameras, and him searching stuff, and I was like, that's fucking badass. Like, that's something that I want to do. Like, I want to do something like this. And then like from there, like I was like, I have to think of what I'm gonna call it, and trying to find a name, like branding pieces, and just from there, like I just had this spark of an idea. I've already had in my mind of what I want it to look like, and for the past 2.5 years, I've just been trying to reach that goal of what I want Mind Buzz to be.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, dude. I mean, it's cool to hear like other podcasters' origin stories, like of how they started, because it's usually like, oh, I was listening to this and I was like, oh, this is a cool idea. Let me just start that. I mean, pretty much, the same way with me. I mean, I was in the music industry. Well, not really in the music industry, but I was in the music scene. And it wasn't working out. So I was like, well, let me try something different. And then I tried podcasting, and I've just been hooked ever since. And honestly, I'm glad I moved to podcasting, because I've met so many great people and I've had so many great experiences. Like, honestly, dude, if I was not doing podcasting, I probably would have never met you or anybody else. I would have just been like grinding, doing music or stuff. I would have never like heard of Mind Buzz, never would have heard of Rambling or Ranting with Ron. None of these guys. So I'm really happy that I did this. And, and then just after like almost 3 years, I've built friendships with people, including you. It's fucking awesome. Like, podcasting just has brought so many people together, and you would never thought, like, in a million years, like, us getting to know each other. You on the other side of the country, and I'm over here. It's so fucking weird, but it's so awesome. And then
you're like thousands of miles away from me, but I mean, yet we're building a relationship that we can bounce, off ideas, share different things, try to promote each other in certain ways. And I think that's how it should be, community of people doing the same thing that they love, and just sharing ideas and sharing different, aspects of the different culture. Like, there's culture in everything. And I think there is definitely a podcast culture, and there's definitely a podcast. There's an indie podcast culture that we all are in, and we don't know yet, but there's a culture in it. How that culture is defined, and I don't know, but there's definitely something there.
Yeah, and I love like our little community. I mean, There are some people that say we're a clique, but we're not really a clique. We're more of a community. We're all friends with each other. We're all colleagues, and we all like bouncing ideas off of each other. We like working with each other. And honestly, it's like you said, it's a community. It's a culture. You know, we've built our own culture within our little group, and it's fun. You know, we don't have any problems with anybody. You know, we have a common enemy. But
I mean, I wouldn't even say an enemy.
We just have a common.
I think there's just
person.
I think there's a common. I mean, that doesn't even have to be addressed? You know?
Yeah.
Like it's just we do what we do, and there are some people that dislike what we do, but most importantly, there are more people that support us.
Yeah.
And I think that's what everybody needs to focus on, is the support rather than the unsupported.
Yeah. And I think that's what we should do, like, moving forward. Just like, who gives a fuck about what's his name? Like, we got a good thing going. We're all working to a better goal, which is, you know, each of us like wanting our podcast to be better. So, like I said, honestly, like next year, it's not even gonna faze me anymore. I mean, I've had my own situation with.
Don't even say next year, dude. Just say like right now, it's not gonna faze me. Bring that into the fucking universe. It's not.
It won't faze me within the next 24 hours. Give it some time.
Right.
Give it some time.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't even cross your mind, dude.
It has. Just right now. No,
don't. It doesn't have to.
The one thing that was crossing my mind was these wigs that you've been wearing, man. You wore like 2 wigs already. Crazy.
Yeah. There's a third one coming up.
Oh my God. Anyways.
There's a third one coming up.
So how's LA been out there, dude? Like, I mean, how's the weather? How's everything out there so far?
It's going good. I mean, the only sucky part is getting like later, like what we were talking about earlier about it being dark at like 5 p.m. That's the only sucky part.
Yeah, the time change. I'm so glad that next year the time change is over and done with.
What?
Yeah, next year's the last.
Is it really?
Yeah, as soon as we do the one in spring, that's it. That's the new time change.
Entire country?
I think so. Yeah, for the entire country. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we are. This is like you're interviewing the Mind Buzz, but also we have the Mind Buzz producer off camera, and she helps me with booking. She helps me with scheduling. She helps me with working the cameras, marketing tactics, different things that helps the day-to-day for Mind Buzz Media to run.
And shout out to her. We're going to give a shout out to her right now with some applause.
Oh, there we go. And not only she's the producer of Mind Buzz, but also of the Mind Buzz, she's also the co-host of On Our Way, which is also produced by Mind Buzz Media.
So how did that start? For you guys that don't know, Gil has another podcast called On Our Way. You guys were just like, let's just do a podcast together. We're already doing this now. Let's just start something different. Well, how'd that go? Pretty much?
Amber, do you want to answer this one?
Sure. First of all, he made me. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, he really did. No, we just, I live maybe like 40 minutes away from him. And for 3 years now, he's been driving back and forth. So we spend the majority of our time in the car, especially during the pandemic.
I spend most of my money on gas.
Yeah. During the pandemic, we were in the car a lot. I mean, we ate in the car, we watched movies in the car because, we couldn't really go anywhere, but we would drive around. So, yeah, he was just like, hey, a lot of our conversations, our best ideas, we even work. Sometimes I pull out my laptop and I'm like working while he's driving.
We were working on the way back from our business meeting, coming back to the studio. We were working.
Yeah, so it was just natural, and he was just like, hey, we should record ourselves, like just having these conversations. And yeah, that's what we do. I mean, all of our conversations are genuine. It is who we are, and the reactions are like nothing is staged. Everything is like exactly the way it is and who we are as, you know, a couple and a team. And yeah, that's how it kind of started.
Well, you guys
Yeah,
are doing a really good job
yeah.
at it too.
Listening, I mean, like, just to reiterate what Amber said, there was just so much great conversations and great content, and she can tell you that I was just like, you know what, after hours of car rides, I would say, damn, this would have been a great freaking podcast episode. Every time it happened. And then, you know what, I just looked into getting some actually I had this idea when you remember when you came to the studio and we went to go get coffee. You remember when I told you, I was like, Yuli, I was like, I wish I had like a mobile recording stuff that, so that way we can like do like a pre kind of interview, like getting coffee or whatever. So that's where like it started, like the wheels started turning, and then meeting Jose, meeting all the other podcasts and like the type of equipment that they used. And I think that just it snowballed into, okay, I'm gonna get this piece of equipment. I'm gonna get the Pod Track 4. I'm gonna get these type of mics, and I just went from there. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking do it. She came up with the name. She came up with the logo. I work the operations. We do all the posting. But yeah, I mean, it's a snowball to what, we're 6 episodes in, and we've gotten great feedback from Mind Buzz Media community on our way. And yeah, it's just been a blast, dude. It's fun. We have great expectations when we go to Japan. I'm super fucking excited for On Our Way in Japan. I'm super fucking stoked for that. I can't fucking wait for it. Like, and I want to do like street interviews. I want to take pictures. Like I'm excited, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah, dude.
So I want to. On Our Way is gonna go international, and I'm fucking excited for that.
That's awesome.
International.
That's awesome. I'm super happy for you guys. I really like your all's podcast. Usually, like, I think I was working on something last Saturday, and I had it in the background, and I was listening to it, and I was just like, this is really good. I was like, Gil and his girlfriend are doing like a great job. It's just like you said, it's just genuine conversation.
Yeah.
Nothing staged, and you guys are just like, you're happy doing it. It's not like something like you're forcing yourself to do, like,
It's fun.
So yeah, and I'm so glad that you guys have good feedback, and then you're obviously going to be doing this in Japan, and it's going to be fucking badass, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the tacos and the burritos in Japan. I'm super excited just to go to Japan and eat tacos and burritos.
And KFC.
They have a huge like cholo culture in Japan.
I've seen that.
A huge lowrider culture in Japan, and I'm super fucking stoked to go see that.
I think you'd fit in perfectly.
I'm gonna specifically take a blue flannel and some pressed Dickies and some Converse, and I'm gonna make sure that my head is shaved down to my skull when I go over there, when I go visit them. I want to go take pictures with these people. I want to show them what a potential maybe cholo might look like.
Don't forget.
Hopefully they're not scared.
I don't think they'd be scared. Don't forget your Dodger hat. That's like the essential piece.
Is it?
I think so. I mean, I don't see why not.
Right.
So
I don't know. Maybe I'll do that.
Speaking of Dodgers, I'm playing.
I checked out of baseball months ago. So even if you ask me anything about it, I don't know. I checked out months ago. Dude. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
I think I went to a baseball game in I don't even know, like June, and I just checked out. They were on a good streak, but I just checked out because it was like baseball. I was doing the podcast. It was just like, it was a lot. It was too much. You have to be like a full-time baseball watcher, full fan. You have to be a full-time. I don't even know who fucking won the World Series. Who won the World Series?
Who
won
do
the
you
World?
think? Who do you think?
Who won the World Series?
Right?
Was it Houston?
Yes.
Was it Astros?
Yes.
When's the last time that they won a I was going to say a Super Bowl. Wrong sport. When's the last time they won a World Series?
5 years ago
Really?
against the Dodgers.
But is it? Oh, did they really?
Yes.
I would have I hate I don't hate the Padres. I don't. But I would have rather them win this. I don't know why I'm saying Super Bowl. I want to see Super Bowl so bad.
That's the next big event in a couple of months. So
yeah, maybe. But I would rather them win the World Series than Houston. But congratulations.
I mean, I'm not even gonna get to that's a whole other podcast. But no,
Yeah.
I was saying Dodgers because I'm planning on going back next year in June, and mainly the main goal of the trip is to go to Dodger Stadium because the Astros
go.
are playing the Dodgers.
Let's do it, dude. Let's plan it. Let's definitely plan it. We should plan it to like get a like a box or something.
That'd be
Wouldn't
pretty
it be
cool,
fucking sweet?
dude. Do a fucking episode in a box during the game.
I would. I am so down.
That
Let's
sounds
get all
fun.
the other. If come on, if we get the other guys in on this, we all have mic. Bring your own mic, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to do that. That'd be fucking sweet, man.
We just tell the Dodgers like, hey, we need a media pass because we're podcasters, and they're gonna be like, fuck off.
I won't fucking care. They're like, who? Who's this guy?
This is the fucking Mind Buzz, and just be with the wig on, be like, this is the Mind Buzz podcast.
Yeah,
he's
there
the
you go
number.
with my Jerry Curl.
It's like, you don't know Ranting with Ramos,
Yeah,
Whiskey J. It's like, this is, just. I'd be fun. I would really like to do that. I mean, that's
that'd be fun.
That's the main goal, but
Yeah.
obviously to go hang out with you guys again and catch up and stuff like that, dude. Because I really do miss LA. It was so nice out there, getting to hang out with you guys and then just enjoy the weather and just the scenery. And
I think this time you should like actually spend some time in downtown LA. You should.
I drove there for like 30 minutes and I was just like, what's going on here?
Like real LA, not like the outskirts of like East LA, like literally in downtown LA.
Oh no,
you
dude,
can
yeah, I
try the
did.
restaurants,
Yeah.
shows. There's a lot to do.
I drove downtown for a little bit because I was trying to kill time. But
No, you need to stay like in downtown. Let me show you. I'm infamous for walking people down Skid Row at 3 a.m. to go eat Korean barbecue. I've done it before
I'm
and
so
I'll do it
pissed.
again.
I'm so pissed because Chris, from the Kickback, shout out to Chris, has been always talking about Korean barbecue with his friends, and I'm like, as soon as I get out there, these
He
guys
looks like he would be talking about Korean barbecue. Anytime he brings up a food, you can't deny
you son of a
him
bitch,
knowing
take me there.
some good stuff. You better if he says that something's good, you better go and you better taste it because you know that motherfucker's not lying.
I mean, the only two people that actually took me out to eat was you and Jose.
Really?
So, yes, like the only two people. Jose was the first one on that Monday, and then you were that Thursday or Friday when I met with you.
Yeah, it was Friday, and I wish we had more time. Yeah, honestly, I wish we had more time, and I wish next time I will take you to a good spot. Like I took you to the spot that I took you to here in Chino was like mediocre. It wasn't all that.
It was pretty decent. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
really complain. I was just like, okay, it's cool. I mean, the waiter was kind of cute, so I was not going to complain about that.
I would have I should have took you to Spleecher's Sports Bar. They have fucking amazing pizza. I think because we were so fixed on Mexican food that I took you to Los Portales, but Next time we're gonna have some pizza and some beer. But next time we're gonna have more time. So you have to go to downtown LA and just the food places down in downtown LA are just they're just subpar, dude. I mean, they're magnificent. That or Long Beach. We can go to Long Beach.
I don't know.
And eat out there.
I don't know if we want to go to Long Beach.
Why not?
I don't know.
I'm there Mondays, Sundays, and on 4th Street. Come catch me. I'm just sitting there on the curb, waiting for people to come and hang out with me.
Are you the dude that's just hanging out with the sign?
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I am at 4th Street in Long Beach. I will be. Come hang out with me. We're gonna have meetups, weekly meetups. Come check me out. We're over there.
Someone's gonna come check you out.
No, dude. Next time you come over, dude, we'll do some food stuff. I want to go out to Texas, man.
Yeah, dude, fuck it. Yeah, you should. Like I was saying, I think the last time we talked, I was like, come during March. That's when rodeo season is.
Why the fuck would I go to Texas for a rodeo?
I want to see the rodeo.
What?
Dude, the Houston Livestock and Rodeo is the biggest event in the world. Not even lying. Like, people from all around the world come to Texas during that event to experience the barbecue, the music, the festivals, the agriculture, the animals. It's fun. It's great. Like, it's literally.
I'm gonna go to Texas on for St. Patrick's Day and rodeo. I'm going to Houston, Texas for rodeo and St. Patrick's Day. Dude,
I'm telling you, we'll get you dressed up as a cowboy when you get on here, like a true cowboy, not like what Jaime thought.
Whatever happened to that? That was bullshit.
You're the one that did the fucking GoFundMe page.
That was bullshit. Like, it was fucking Jaime's idea, and he didn't. There was no donation. There was no shares. There was nothing. He's terrible. He's a terrible marketing person. Jesus fucking Christ.
He used that Guatemalan witchcraft on you.
What the hell's his problem?
Shout out
like, the only $10 that got like donated were me and Amber, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I'm the one that photoshopped your face on the body. By
He's the one that did that.
It was not that bad. It's not that bad.
See,
like other people do stuff and I get blamed. Like, what the fuck? Like, what
the fuck, Gil?
Why? That happens. I don't know.
Blaming face. It's like you're the culprit of everything.
I'm just like I have a guilty face Whoever, Tim, the bald guy, bald brown dude.
But no, dude.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
Yeah. I mean, if you and Amber come down March, I mean, you got a place to stay. You guys can always stay with me. Take you around town. We'll go to the rodeo. We'll go check out the food. And check out the city. We'll go see the crackheads, shit like that.
Okay. I can see crackheads here in Long Beach and
these are different
downtown,
crackheads. These are some different crackheads.
They're Tex-Mex crackheads.
These are indestructible crackheads.
They're wearing boots and a tejana.
Oh, I mean,
their boots are like
riding horses. So track down.
You say that's a joke, but it's actually true. There are some neighborhoods in Houston where people are just clicking along on their horse, and I'm like,
that's cool.
It's this part. It's called Acres Homes, and they have a lot of big like property out there, so a lot of people have their horses. But yeah, you'll just see some black dude just riding to the cornerstone on his horse, and we're just like, all right, that's cool. I mean, that's just Houston for you, really, honestly.
Really?
But yeah, man, it's fun. It's fun out here during rodeo season because, like I said, they always have something new. The food is great. You guys can go check out like the animals and shit like that. Before they get slaughtered or whatever they do. I don't know what they do, but it's fun. It's a great experience. I encourage.
And that's
anybody.
that's like a pretty progressive city, right?
Yeah, Yeah, it's been getting pretty progressive a lot lately. I mean, we're moving towards a lot more things. You know, we're trying to make everything more accessible, like bike-wise or, you know, some kind of transportation without the car. You know, like my neighborhood that I live in, there's bike trails and there's, you know, easy access to certain things and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're making Houston more, I think, like friendly, you know, towards people like that. So,
I'm totally confused about what your answer was, but
I'm just throwing bullshit.
Like what I meant is like you said in Houston.
I'm trying to go back. Like, wait, what
What was I talking about?
In Houston, you're talking about like public transportation.
I'm talking about everything. Like, I mean, everything. I mean, they're making
the demographic of people in Houston.
Oh,
like,
you meant the Oh, you could have just said how are the people up there?
Like, I'm saying because you said that there's different parts of Houston that have like different cultures. Like you were telling me about this part of Houston that it's a huge like gay and bi lesbian.
Yeah. So,
what is it called again?
Montrose. So, it's maybe a few minutes away from downtown. But yeah, Montrose is its own little area where the LGBTQIA plus and other people who, you know, that want to just go out there. They got a lot of bars. They got a lot of clubs. They got restaurants. And honestly, it's a pretty cool place. There's this club called Numbers. And they play some pretty cool music. Like, you know, when you go to a club and then they play like 80s music and it's always like the modern hit music that you hear, you know. But with Numbers, they play like deep cuts of 80s music. And you're like, what the fuck is this? I never heard of this Duran Duran song. But it's
okay.
like, but yeah, it's really cool. It's something out of like the 90s, dude. Like it's a trip.
Yeah, they're not playing like the greatest hits of Duran Duran or
no. These are all Smith, like deep. Like they'll have certain years where
like A and B side.
Oh, like C and D sides.
Damn.
You know, like they'll have certain nights where it's like, oh, it's 1987. So they'll play all the stuff from 1987 and
that deep. Okay.
Yeah, like super deep. It's a place that I think Jose would like because they just play like all kinds of cool like underground stuff. Like I'm literally telling you, dude, it's like a place that's been stuck in time. Like it looks something from the 90s.
Really?
It's so cool, but it's like kind of weird at the same time because you're like, am I a time traveler?
Yeah.
But yeah, me and my ex, we go there a couple times and it's fun. And you see a lot of interesting people there.
You could go there, buy heroin, buy cocaine, and get AIDS all at the same place.
Possibly. I'm not going to lie to you. Possibly.
Yeah, get poked. Isn't that crazy that there's like, that was like a thing? You remember that? Like back in the early 2000s that, don't go to like EDC or something. You're going to get poked. And I guess it was like people poking other people with like dirty needles.
That was actually something they were talking about last year for the Astroworld Festival.
Really?
They were talking about the same thing. Like there was people poking other people with needles and shit like that. Because there's a conspiracy behind this, and you know, it's taking me a while to bring it. But you know, Jose is usually one with the conspiracies. But there's another Ramos with a conspiracy. But they were saying that,
dude. Hold on, you just gave me an idea. Okay, I want to hear that.
No, so the conspiracy is that the news media outlet only said that there was 8 people dead at the festival. But word is from other people that attended that there was at least maybe 100 people dead. Like there's this guy on YouTube. He posted a video like literally right after the events happened, and he's detailing everything. Like he's like, you can see in his eyes that he was like traumatized and like frantic and paranoid about like what had just happened. Because it was a horrible, horrible event that happened, you know. The way everything was planned and just, I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to. But yeah, the conspiracy theory is that there's more people dead from that festival than what the news media outlet is saying. Like there's at least 100 people dead, but nobody.
But why would they hide it? Like, what would be the reason for them to hide that many deaths?
Honestly, I don't even know. Like, if something happened like that, I mean, I guess they're trying to protect Live Nation, and I guess they're trying to protect the city, you know, because they're like, hey, shut the fuck up. Don't tell anybody there's 100 dead people, you know.
If they had this amount of people dead, then maybe they wouldn't bring back this festival, which it probably pulls in like hundreds of thousands of dollars for the city for different services within the city. I'm pretty sure, but I don't think that it would pull in that much for them to. I mean, who knows? Maybe the city needs that money and will save the reputation of that event at all costs.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people's reputation that was riding on that. It was Travis Scott, Live Nation, HPD, City of Houston, people that control that fairgrounds. I mean, there was a lot of people like fuck, we could be ruined. But obviously, you know, it kind of got swept under the rug, actually. It's so weird. Like, for a couple of weeks they were talking about it, and then just nothing. You don't hear nothing from it.
Maybe they thought, like, they swept it on the rug, and then you're like, if you guys hide this, we will make you guys World Series champions.
No, don't go that far. Yo, shut the fuck up. Don't even do that.
Why not?
Because
you don't think so?
No, I don't.
They're like, if you guys can keep this under wraps, we will make you the baseball champions of 2022. Don't even get me started.
I thought you checked out.
No way the Houston Astros of 2022 would make it to the World Series without some God-saken event. Telling you. How did the midterms go in Houston? Did you vote?
No, I didn't get to, dude. I was just so busy at work. I just didn't.
Don't they give you like some time? Like, that's legal, right? That's not legal in Texas.
But you know, so is
exercise your right.
So, well,
to party.
It's also legal to give you a 30-minute lunch, but there's always loopholes around that. But no, I didn't get to vote. But obviously, I was very strong against Beto because I just don't think that he's a good fit, obviously, for Texas. You know, not saying that Greg Abbott was also a good fit for Texas, but I mean, sometimes you have to pick, I guess, the lesser of.
I can't wear this one.
Two evils, I guess.
I can't wear it.
But yeah, dude, it was kind of crazy because, you know, everyone's promising this, everyone's promising, you know how it goes.
Greg Abbott?
Yeah. So Greg Abbott was apparently saying that he's going to, I guess, be easy on gambling. So supposedly, you know, he might bring gambling to Texas, which
he's probably addicted to fucking gambling.
Which is, hey, if he is, that's cool. Just legalize it here.
Fine. So it's not legal over there?
You would think that the state of Texas would be legal, would have gambling, but no. No, it's not legal here. It's so fucking weird, you know, because obviously I think the state of Texas should legalize weed and legalize gambling. Those are two money makers that would bring in, like, just so much revenue to the states and bring in so many people. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I mean, we go 2 hours across the border to Lake Charles to go to the Golden Nugget and all these hotels and casinos when we can just have our own shit here and just be bigger and better. You know, why waste all that money in Louisiana when you can just waste it here at home?
Yeah.
You know? And then, just tourist spots. I mean,
yeah,
it's smart. I mean, I'm not dumb. I know it's smart. I mean, if you legalize marijuana too, I mean, fuck, everybody can get high and go to the casino and waste all their money.
Yeah, you have some good ideas. You should run next term. I'd vote for you.
You know, I've
would.
actually had that thought about running.
I'll tell you
for
I'd
an
vote for you,
office.
but I probably wouldn't do it.
I've had that thought about running for something, and I'm like, I should run.
Why not? Did you have news articles written about you in your podcast?
Just 2.
That's more. That's 2 more than me.
Yeah, but
That's 2 more than Jaime from whatever the fuck from the Rambling
Whatever
Network.
the
That's
fuck.
2 more. That's 2 more than Chris from the Kickback podcast. That's 2 more from Isimo. That's 2 more than the Profile Pod. That's 2 more than any other podcast. How many other podcasts had an article written about them specifically like you have?
I mean,
None.
well, I mean, Andy was voted, you know, like top 10.
But
podcast.
we can't. That's not. We can't. I mean, come on.
Damn, you're just gonna take
We can't
that away
even
from
include that. Come on, really?
You're gonna take that
Are we
away
gonna
from
really
Andy?
do that?
Oh my god.
Are we really gonna do that? We're not. We're not.
I mean, Andy's also an actor too, so
Yeah, but we're not gonna do.
you're just Andy's
I'm
probably
just
like,
a naysayer.
what the fuck?
I'm just a naysayer. I think that's what it is. Like, right when I walked out of Wakanda Forever, I was like, that wasn't even good. The actor that played Emmett, the actor that played Emmett Till, I was like, he didn't do a good job. I would have done better. They should have made a Mexican play Emmett Till.
Wow.
I'm canceled.
Stop it.
Don't get me started. How long
Hey,
have we been on this podcast?
Too
No, I'm
soon,
just
Gil.
saying fucking
Too
crazy
soon.
shit.
It's still too soon.
Is it too soon? It's been fucking 67 years and it's not too soon because it's been 67 years and we barely passed that lynching thing, that lynching law. Come on, 67 years?
I tell people that too when about JFK, and they're like, "Damn, he had an a friend of mine sent me the video of like when his head blew up, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, he's too soon." He was like, "It's been enough time," and I'm like, "Nah, it's too soon."
It's been enough. It's been enough time. Oh, that's another place I want to visit in Texas. I want to go to Dallas and visit the Dealey Plaza and, you know, go step in the, you know, grassy knoll and go through the book depository. Like, I want to go see all that stuff.
They have tours that actually like do the whole route and everything, and tour guides that kind of explain to you like, oh, this is this time and this right here and blah 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 blah. So I mean, they've made that murder scene a tourist attraction.
I feel like
as we do
I
in
wouldn't
America.
like how long. We have to do like a poll of how long I would be able to stay in there without saying anything. Like we just have to make Amber like how long would I be able to stay in there without them fucking kicking me out?
Not very long.
Right? 5 minutes.
So this is where you got shot.
I'm just gonna be like,
Stop it.
there's no way. There's no way he
Just
would be
denying?
able to get off 3. There's no way he would be able to get 3 shots off in 5 seconds.
Sir, it actually happened. All right, I know because I've had experience.
Pull up
doing
the
this kind of
Zamuda
thing.
film. Pull up the Zamuda film.
Sir. You can't be asking questions like that.
There was people that heard gunshots on the other side of the road. But I will be in disguise. I will be in disguise. Glasses. I'll wear the black wig and say, I'm Ulysses Ramos
Oh my God, you really?
from the Inside the North Side podcast. And I'm doing field research. There's 2 articles written about me. So my podcast is about this. This assassination, this murder. But
If the FBI does not come knocking on my door after I put this on Patreon, I'm gonna be really upset.
they are.
They're like,
They are.
so you're talking about doing field research?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we'll show you. I actually shot the fucking guy.
They're gonna put you in Guantanamo Bay.
Is that still active?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I think Obama like was like, you're not gonna have that place open anymore.
Yeah. Let me Let me tell you. No, I don't know. I can't do it. I haven't practiced Obama.
Well, let me tell you something, Gil. The Mind Buzz
let me hear your
podcast.
Obama.
Not now, Joe. I'm trying to talk to Gil the Mind Buzz. Is that the one with the Mexican? Yes.
Yep.
Yes, Joe.
Yep. That's the one. God, I can't do it. I can't do it. This is terrible. I can't do that.
I've
There's
been told
one black character that I can't do on
but you can do Emmett Till.
I can do Emmett Till. Yeah, I was gonna. Damn it! You ruined my timing on that
Oh
one.
my god.
Jeez.
No, I've been known to do pretty good impressions, but I don't think so. But I mean,
No, that was a good one. Who else can you do? Can you do Carrot Top? No. Do Bill Cosby. Can you do Bill Cosby? I was trying to work on my Bill Cosby like a few months ago.
Do you want angry Bill Cosby, or you just want like Dr. Huxtable Bill Cosby?
Dr. Huxtable.
Gil, you were gonna get in so much trouble.
Jesus Christ! What happened to him at the end? He drank his own water. That's what happened to him. He's drank. I wonder if that has happened to him. Like, like if he's like fixing up the drinks and he's like putting like the pill in there. And
I'll have to get some
he's like,
tonight.
I put the wrong cup. I drank the wrong cup or something. I don't know. Now he's from Texas.
You tried. It's all right.
Yeah. Texas Bill Cosby.
Dude, that would be so hilarious. It's not hilarious the whole thing that happened. I'm just gonna say that now. But like behind the scenes, so many times he's tried. He's like, "Fuck, I forgot which drink it is," and just like, "Here you go," and then drinks it. And he's just,
yeah.
Bill, are you okay?
Sure.
Fuck.
That had to happen to that guy.
Comedy Central, get at me.
He like ran like how many victims did he have like over the past like what?
Wasn't it like
decades?
40 or 50 or something like that?
Oh yeah, it wasn't that much. I don't know why I'm thinking like
Damn.
hundreds. I'm thinking like he was like the Ted Bundy of
The Black Ted Bundy,
yeah.
who had a hit popular TV show and was like,
Imagine Ted Bundy as Dr. Huxtable. Imagine that one. Imagine that one, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a crowd. We do have a crowd. Now I don't even remember. Oh, impressions and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then before that we were talking about. Yeah, I mean, anyways, yeah, Dallas. I've never actually been to Dallas. Actually,
No?
we have a hate here for Dallas.
Why? Why does everybody hate Dallas?
Because Dallas just thinks it's better than everybody here in the state of Texas.
Can you tell me why? And I've been pondering on this for a long time. I've had like a few comics come in and do the Mind Buzz on the podcast. And they're from one Genesis Soul. She's from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what city she was from? Was she from Austin?
I think she was from Austin.
She's from Austin. She moved to LA, years back to get into acting, to get into comedy and stuff, right? Then also we did another interview with Mark Boyd, and he's from Illinois, right?
Okay.
He was from Illinois?
Yeah, from Chicago.
He was from Chicago, and he migrated over here, a few years back to do comedy. I don't understand it. Like, why can't they just stay home and build the comedy scene there?
I mean, I think Chicago has a pretty good comedy scene. I think,
Maybe,
everybody just wants to do the jump to LA because you're like, well, I might as well do it now. Kind of like my ex's brother. He was doing theater for like the longest time. And he's like 40 now, I think. And he's like, I'm not getting any younger, so it's either LA or Chicago. Let's go Chicago. And he moved to Chicago, and I don't even think he's doing what he wanted to do out there anymore. So
Oh, really?
He's just taking photography and just getting fat.
Like, maybe I think, wouldn't it be easier for you to like come up in? Maybe I don't know, right? Maybe I'm looking at this from a point of view that I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't you have a better chance somewhere else? Wouldn't you have a better chance away from me? Away from other people?
I mean, you can't.
Like, what I'm saying is like,
stay the fuck home.
But you have to think too of community. There's strong communities here in LA.
But they can build their own communities out there and be supported.
Yeah, but it takes longer, so might as well jumpstart something here. That's
Yeah,
what
dude.
I'm thinking that they're thinking.
No,
Wouldn't
yeah.
there be less competition elsewhere? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but is there the viewership elsewhere?
That's true.
But look at-
she is right though. I mean, because
There's Zoom. There's YouTube. There's
TikTok.
fucking TikTok now.
But I think the reason why they moved to LA, like she said, is to get recognized. I mean, because you can do a couple of clubs here, but no one's going to see anything. But if you go out to LA and you do, Chatterbox, or if you do, some of these places in West Hollywood, you never know. You might get noticed by somebody being like, "That's the guy I want. That's the guy that should do
a
my next
producer,
TV."
a celebrity, influencer. There's
we
always
need-
someone somewhere.
We need
I'm gonna
that
do the
brown
ass
guy
backwards
for it.
thing. I'm gonna do the ass backwards thing and go to Houston and start the community out there.
I mean,
Right.
that'd be pretty cool. Start it.
What's the ass backwards? That's the second time you said that today.
Ass backwards. Ass backwards means you're doing things backwards.
with your ass.
Make fucking sense.
Like an ass. Ass backwards. Like you're like,
That's the name of this episode, Ass Backwards.
right? Ass backwards with
Mine
Gil.
ass,
I'm
mine
starting
ass.
a new podcast called Ass Backwards. Where I
I said
just
that earlier, and I was like,
where I just fucking roast people and all their dumb decisions. No. I guess. I don't know. I'm just it
You're
just
a fucking hater.
but it just
I'm just kidding.
that's my
Like-
new podcast. Just
Like,
fucking
you don't
hate
even
on
know,
everything.
like, just, you're just mad because, the community's just,
No, I'm
popping up
just saying,
there.
like it overfloods. It overfloods things for people that are here,
I know, it does.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
And we're sorry.
and it's not fair. No, it's. I mean, you need competition. Like you need people. You need the competition. But still, like
I mean,
I don't know.
what are you going to tell the guy who's been, doing comedy for 6 months and is 33 years old and has 4 kids and is telling his baby mama, "Hey, I'm moving up to Hollywood to be a comedian." I mean, what are you going to break his dream?
Yeah. He shouldn't be on the stage. He should be stalking somewhere. He should be working at a department store trying to feed his 4 children and baby mama.
Sheesh. Damn.
Right?
No, you are right though. I mean, we
No,
do.
but he can live his dream. I'm just
He's only going to be out there for 6 months, and then he's just going to be another dude in a tent somewhere.
I'm the guy. I'm just the guy that hates.
That's what you
No,
need to
I'm just
be.
kidding.
You need to be on city council. There you go. Start making a promoting, like, get these motherfuckers out of here. All they want to do is just take our resources.
Yeah, they're taking our jobs. They're taking our stage time. They're taking our podcast viewership. They're taking, I don't know. They're wasting all of our resources. They're drinking up all our water.
Well, that sounds
just-
kind of racial.
We're in a drought.
This is the third
We're in a
time.
drought here.
This is the 7th time you've been racial on this episode.
I'm running parallels.
You're running ass backwards.
I'm running parallels ass backwards into a factory of dildos. Is what's happening.
No, but
I don't know. I don't know, Yui, but I mean that I think that's just the way. And I don't even live in LA, and that's the bad part. I don't even fucking live in LA. I'm just mad. I'm mad for people in LA.
But
That's why they're always upset. The people in downtown LA seem like very like upset at different things. It's because of the traffic. It's because of these. There's a specific word for people that just come to the city just to live from different places. What is it called? There is a name for it. Do you know it?
I know the word. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just forgot.
It's like flockers or something. I don't know, mother flockers. It's just something. It'll come to me, but it's like people from out of state moving to like a certain area, and then it changes the culture in that certain area. Huh? No, not gentrifiers. Huh?
That's an unpopular opinion.
It's like a term from other people out of state moving to a certain area. I don't know. It's borderline racism, but you know where I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. No, but that's an unpopular opinion that I have about gentrification. And I think I might have said it before, but look, for anybody that's listening, look, I'm not trying to get canceled. This is my opinion. So the views and opinions of me are not based on anything else. This is just my opinion. I don't really.
They're not based on facts. They're not based on anything.
It's just me ass backwards.
They're, for one, they're not based on facts. Two, they're just from this guy.
It's just from my POV. My POV.
Yeah.
No, dude. Actually, I don't think gentrification's that bad. Honestly. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying like, oh, well, these white people come into our neighborhoods and, they buy up the land and they do this and they do that. Honestly, if these people really did care about the community, I think they would try to take care of it as much as they could, And the only reason why these white people are coming in here that have money, and honestly, it's not just white people. There's a lot of other different people that come in, just buying up certain parts of the city, because it's like it's more closer to my job. Hey, I got the money. Let me just buy this broken down fucking house, tear it down, and build this nice house, in the middle of the ghetto. Like, honestly, I just feel like if these people really did care about the community, they would try to take care of it as much as they could to where property value doesn't really drop that low. And, a lot of people say it's based on race and stuff like that. And I don't know. I don't think that's true. But I could be wrong. But honestly, I just am like, look, take care of your shit. And maybe white people won't come in and try to take it from you. But I mean, they give them nice, good lump sum of money.
Right.
Like I remember it might have been 2020, this guy was getting upset because somebody offered his friend $200,000 for his property that was literally maybe a mile from downtown. And, he was complaining and he was like, this is dumb. All they're doing is trying to push us out, and I'm like, I was like, well, isn't that what y'all been trying to do? Get out of the city and move into the country? Because I know a lot of black people that love the country. A lot of them have horses and they have like stuff out there. So it's like, that makes a lot more sense for you guys to kind of just, hey, do what you want to do. Move out to the country. They're giving you the money.
Yeah.
Because I mean, who the fuck wants to live in the city? Honestly, it's so congested. And if you haven't been to Houston, dude, you'd be like, why the fuck is that house right next to this fucking building in downtown? Like the what's it called? The not the property, but the building, I guess, codes or whatever. It's really fucking weird. It's really fucking weird. Like, you'd be surprised, like, what's built next to this, next to that, where this is placed, and it's ridiculous. But I mean, that's my opinion, and I hope people don't think like I'm just being racist or whatever, agreeing with these people. But it's just like,
I don't But it didn't even have to be about race, dude. It
But
can
everything,
be,
they make everything about race, though. I feel,
Right.
honestly. Like this podcast.
the gentrification, like I get that. Like, does it become racial because the gentrifiers are predominantly white? Like you were saying that there's more. There's other races involved in gentrification other than white. So, I mean, yeah, typically they are the predominant race that do gentrify, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Jose literally was talking about that on an episode of Kickback, where him and his brother went back to their childhood home, and most of those homes in that area, which were predominantly Hispanic, were bought out by Asian people,
right.
And it's like, I've seen that before, where it's like a lot of Asian people have bought property out here, and, they build their little community houses, or they build this and that. So it's like, do we consider that gentrification, or do we consider that?
I mean, that's basically isn't that the definition of gentrifying, right? From doesn't matter what race it is, it's gentrification, no matter what. I mean, but I think that's just an overall evolution of a location, of a city, of a state. You have this. I mean, take for instance, when we look back at history, we had the indigenous people of Latin America, right? Of course, a superior society is going to look at something that they want, and if they really want it, they're going to take it. Mm-hmm. By no means necessary. Like, that's what those people did in Jose's city, like in their town.
Yeah.
They seen something that looked valuable, that looked like it had potential, and what they overall did was they bought out that city because they felt that it could be utilized in a different way. There was money involved in it, and of course that revenue didn't go directly to the community of that place, but it just sold out, just like what happened to the location where the Dodgers stadium was. Mm-hmm. Like, the stadium is. Same thing happened to them. Like, that community got swindled out of purchasing homes and buying from the actual people that lived in Cesar Chavez. I forgot what that little
Chavez Ravine.
Cesar. Yeah. It's something that it's just an evolution of a certain region of a place. Like, it's gentrifying is nothing new. We just found a new name for it. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all it is. We just found a new name for what was going on.
Yeah.
That's the 2020. That's the Gen Zers gentrifying. Like, that's the Gen Zers and millennials name for fucking Spanish conquistadors coming in the 2020s and taking over a region. That's it. We just found a new name for it. It's always been, gentrification has always been here. We just found a new name for it. That's it.
Conquering.
That's all it is.
That's all it's been, is conquering. And it's funny too, because they're doing that in Mexico City now, where
they've been doing it for hundreds of years in Mexico.
Yeah, because they were
Latin America since the 1400s, since fucking Christopher Columbus's dumbass came to North America. There were Spanish conquistadors going to Latin America. They've been fucking doing that since like the 14 goddamn fucking hundreds, mining gold from Peru, from Guanajuato, from all these different Latin American freaking countries, and It's disgusting. It's still happening now. There's nothing has changed. It's always been there, and it's always been happening. We're just finding new ways. We're finding new things to rape them of the city. I mean, rape them of whatever is down there now. I'm surprised they're still. I thought, don't you get tired? Like at a certain point, doesn't a country get tired of trying to conquer another country? Like at some point, you should just be tired. It's like, damn, we've been trying to mine you for gold for the past 300 years. At some point, you're fucking tired. Isn't that crazy? So what's happening in Mexico now? What's happening?
You just had a rant. No, there's been a lot of white people moving up there, and a lot of the Mexicans that are living in the city are kind of upset because I guess, you know, it's raising the prices of a lot of things, and they're just like, go back to where you came from, whitey, or whatever. And I thought it was kind of funny because it was like, it's kind of like reverse, you know, how
you know what? They're like, Harold, we forgot there's more gold in Mexico City. We got to go back to Mexico City because there's more gold now. We found it. We found there's more gold now. There's more. So we're going there and we're mining more.
I thought about going to Mexico City, actually.
Should go.
Because I've heard...
I want to go.
I've heard it's not as bad as it is. And, you know, my fear, you know, because I don't really speak Spanish that well, my fear was always being lost in translation. But apparently now, English is very common in Mexico City. So it's kind of like...
It's like we're swapping because now in LA, like predominantly it's all Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we're just swapping. Maybe there's just like an influx of people from Mexico going to US and there's an influx of white. I think that's what's happening. It's like all the Mexicans are going to the United States and then all the white people are like, all the Mexican people are coming to the United States. We should go to Mexico. Maybe that's what's happening.
I mean, things are a little bit cheaper down there, so.
And because the gold too. And there too, it's a lot cheaper in Mexico.
It is. The food is a lot better. Just don't drink the water.
It's kind of funny that it's not funny that you said that, but that's what happened. Like a lot of you know, Mexican people getting upset about white people moving in and stuff. So I was just telling the story to Amber the other day about Maria Sabina. Do you know who Maria Sabina is?
No.
So Maria Sabina is a curandero, which is I believe, don't quote me, but she's like a shaman, like a shaman, like a curandero. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But she used to have these like these magic mushroom rituals. You know, based upon like her indigenous heritage, they would eat these mushrooms in her village. She was a shaman. So, it was Gordon Wasson that was he was a news reporter for Rolling Stone magazine, and he heard about Maria Sabina and how do you spell curandero?
Curandero.
C-U...
Curandero. Curandera, is she a woman or a man?
Okay, so a curandera is a specialist in the traditional medicine whose practice can either contrast with or supplement that of practitioner of a Western medicine. Okay, so pretty much she's like the village's like medicine lady, right? So Gordon Wasson, head reporter of the Rolling Stone magazine, found out about what she was doing in her village. So he goes to Oaxaca in southern part of Mexico.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca. He goes to Oaxaca and finds her, sees what she's doing out there, takes the mushrooms, had a fucking awesome psychedelic experience. This motherfucker goes back to the US, tells all his white hippie friends. All his white hippie friends start going to Mexico, including Timothy Leary, which was the head guy of the counterculture back in the 1960s. He goes there, all these different poets and writers and different art people, which were predominantly white Americans, going to South Mexico, and the villagers, like the village was fucking pissed. They were just so upset with her because she told them about like what they were doing down there, and like they started it became like a tourist attraction rather than something that was very, held dear to them in their culture. Like they didn't want to make it seem like it was like, something to do recreationally, because it was medicine. That's like somebody saying like we have this like I don't know, this medicine that is held deeply to our culture, but then like other people coming from like different parts of the country to start going for there. Like, I mean, I don't know. I have mixed I have mixed like how I feel about it. Like I get it from her village. Like I get it. Like, oh, that sucks that they had these influx of people from, different parts of the world visit. But also, I mean, magic mushrooms, dude. Like, this catapulted the psychedelic culture, extremely back in the 1960s. So, I mean, she did more good than it did harm. Yeah, it did harm her village for a certain part of time. But without her, sharing her story, sharing what she did with this plant medicine, like I don't think it would have, became popular how it was back in the 1960s. And then even now, dude, there's a resurgence of psychedelics, of magic mushrooms. Now going into 2022, the magic mushrooms and LSD and psychedelics have been pushed to Schedule 1, have been criminalized for the past 40, 50 years, 60 years. My math is probably wrong, but since like the late 60s, early 70s, that it's been illegal, and now it's barely being decriminalized in some parts of the United States and all over the world. There's some parts of the world that you can just go into a store and buy magic mushrooms. Like that's going to happen in a couple of years in California. I can guarantee it. Probably going to take like a decade.
Yeah.
To that it's going to happen, but
and I mean, and the health benefits too. I mean, if it gets us closer and gets us farther away from taking all this medication and these pills that God knows what's in it, and going to more of a natural resource for medical, usage, then fuck yeah. I mean, I don't see why not, just be all natural, man.
It's definitely a fight. It's definitely a fight, and 100% Mind Buzz Media and Gil is behind it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, growing up in, I guess, in this society where there's just like drugs bad, LSD bad, this and that, where, and you get older and you start realizing like, no, this shit's not bad. It's just some people, people have labeled this as bad, but maybe they're just scared because people will find out what the actual benefits are. And this could ruin big pharma, and this could ruin so many other things and help actually a lot of people.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. And it's kind of sad that we have to look at. I mean, it's in itself, it's sad, and we all know it. Like, we all know that, substances like these, like when taken with intent, can predominantly help somebody's mental health. Like, it's sad that we have to neglect the fact that yes, these help, but big pharma or the government won't allow it to happen, and it just sucks that everybody knows it, but nothing's happening. It's like that. It's like that alcoholic, dad syndrome where everybody knows that our dad's an alcoholic, but we can't say anything. It's like that.
Yeah. I mean,
And America's the drunk dad,
it's true.
and its people are the kids that get beaten
Like, nah,
and trampled on.
He's not bad. He's had a couple of drinks.
He's not bad. He's only had a couple of beers. It's fine. He only broke my nose. It's
He's
cool.
not. It's just you. You're the reason why he gets like this. Starts blaming you. You and your fucking wigs. You make him angry.
I know, huh? That's why I wear wigs, so he can't tell like what kid is what.
You're
He's
playing
like,
all
Dan
three
Gilbert,
kids.
that green haired friend was here. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
I mean,
But,
we have a friend whose wife, passed, and she was dealing with cancer. And what sucks is that, weed could have helped her. Certain psychedelics could have probably helped her and made it easier for her, her journey through cancer. But
yeah,
it just didn't, and it just sucks, man. Like,
yeah, absolutely. There's countless studies for end stages of life, and not just necessarily cancer, but just like what do they call them? Terminally ill. Terminally ill, like cases like cancer or like liver failure or kidney failure. Psilocybin, which is the psychedelic compound in magic mushrooms. It doesn't necessarily like it. Some psychedelic experiences like help you deal with end stages of life, and it's because of that it eases, like you said, like it eases that. Like I'll tell you right now, man. Like the first time that I had a trip on magic mushrooms on psilocybin. Honestly, and this is true, man. And I felt like, you know what? Even if I did die the next day, I would be okay. Like I would be okay with that. It made you see life in a different perspective, because there was a moment where I was going through my psychedelic trip that I experienced death of my ego self. And after that, like it was just, I felt so happy. I don't know. It was just the weirdest experience that I've ever felt, because I felt happiness, I felt sadness, I felt anger, all these human emotions I felt all at the same time. And it felt like literally that I was going away from this material world. It was the strangest experience, but it was the most profound experience that I've ever felt in my entire life. And I want everybody to feel that. I want everybody to experience that. There's this quote somewhere that says that like to experience life you must experience death, or something like that. There's a quote like that. But to experience life you must first experience death. And I think it's like, even just thinking about that, like the more death that you that you come across in your life, the more, like, yeah, it hurts. It hurts when you lose somebody. But it gives you appreciation of
That's
life.
true. That's true.
You know, and it's true that you don't really miss somebody. You don't really truly miss somebody until they're fucking gone. It sucks. It's cruel how that happens, but we just have to appreciate everybody in our life.
Yeah. I mean, like you were just saying that, the whole trip where, you kind of had like your ego die and just you felt all these emotions. I mean, I know that you're not a religious person, and I know your opinions on it, but it's kind of like that also, like in the Bible where it says we're supposed to let go of our egos and our stuff like that. And we're supposed to carry our cross, which is our burdens, and take that every day. It's kind of like dying ourselves the same way. It's not like the same concept, taking a drug, but it's also kind of like we have to get rid of our ego and move forward and try to be, a somewhat better person, and
right.
I try to do the same. I mean, I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I know I'm not I believe I'm not a good person, even though I might think I am, but I have to constantly let that shit go. I gotta let go of my ego. I have to just leave it at the fucking door and just be like, all right, it's a fresh start. Let's go. Let's do something about it. Let's make the day important and just move forward and just feel better. I mean, one thing that I'm doing a lot more is I'm telling people that I love them and that I'm being honest with them. I mean, I've been honest before, but now I think now that I've gotten older, it's just like, dude, I've lost so many people. I've lost my grandparents. I've lost friends. I've lost family members, not to just cancer, but just because of shit. And like you said, you never really appreciate them until they're gone. And what I want to do now is just be like, hey man, I love you. I care. I told Jose that when he was going through this with his wife Liz. Like I told him constantly, like, hey man, I love you. I just want you to know that I love you and I care about you. And I we're all going through this with you. It's not just you. It's me. It's Gil. It's Jaime. It's Chris. It's Andy. It's Punk Bug. We're all going through this with you because, we're not just, your colleagues, but we're your brothers, man. We're family. When you hurt, we all hurt. And,
right.
I wanted him to feel that. I didn't want him to feel alone. We all know Jose's the strongest person emotionally, but seeing him, like, crack on your episode was just like, damn. I mean, that was something to see that, like him just cry. And I'm like, I've never seen that man do that. I've never seen somebody just like openly be with their feelings, and and it was just, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I don't understand why some people just they hide that. It's it's okay to express your feelings. It's okay to cry. It's okay to tell tell people I'm upset, I'm mad. This, I think as men and just as a culture and we hide our fucking feelings, man. And I think that's why we die of an early age sometimes, because we're just so angry.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, man, just let it out. Be honest. Tell people you love them. Tell people you're mad. Tell people you're upset. Just be happy. Let that stress go. Like, there's times where, like I was telling you before, like I took that edible and I've been so stressed out with work and just, my bosses have been on my ass, and just taking that edible made me feel better, and there's times where I've been in the truck and I let it out, I've screamed and stuff like that. But that's, taking the edible is also another process of me getting rid of that shit, you know, telling people I'm upset, you know. I have coworkers who they listen and they feel it and they understand it, which I really appreciate them for doing that, because it's not easy, you know. You're listening to somebody who's not doing the same thing as you, but you can kind of, I guess, understand in a way, you know.
Yeah.
And I know I'm kind of like deviating and shit like that, but you know, it's just like you said, I think we need to do more, I guess, to, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I think we just need to do more now. I mean, there's no better time than now.
yeah, like you were saying, it's just like we were saying earlier about, you know, just letting that shit go. Don't even talk about it. Don't even bring about that person. Just move forward. And I think that's what
like it's gonna come in your mind. Like there's this concept when I haven't meditated in such a long time, but and during meditation periods, like you just close your eyes and yeah, you're gonna have all these different thoughts running through your mind, but you just sit back and you watch your thoughts go through your mind like you're sitting on the sidewalk watching traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens when there's constant traffic flow on the freeway and one car stops and you're pondering on that car, which is a thought. It blocks all these other thoughts from coming in. You have these thoughts that come into your brain when you're meditating, right? And you acknowledge that, yeah, that's a thought, and just say, okay, that's a thought, and acknowledge it. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, then you let it go. And I think that's what needs to happen with the negative energy, with the negative thoughts. Just like, yeah, it enters your mind. It might bring out like a different, you know, a different, you know, mindset. But I mean, if that thought if that, you know, specific energy is not doing you any positive purpose, then like, what is it good for, you know?
Exactly.
Just let it go. That's it. Just let it go.
You know,
have fun, laugh. Don't take yourself too seriously. I don't. Yeah, I talk a lot of shit, but I'm just, most of the time, like this whole podcast, dude, most of everything I said has been like just stuff that goes through my mind. Like I hope people don't take me seriously, because the only thing that I really truly say that on a serious note, or, you know, just the mindful stuff that I talk about, and psychedelics and my family. I mean, that's about it. Like I don't talk about my family much, but it's just all the other stuff about like the Emmett Till stuff and all that. Like that's all. That's all. It's just stuff that goes through my mind, and I say it, and it sucks that it gets recorded. But I mean, come on, like really, you can't listen to somebody and say like 100% that's what that guy is. That's what the guy thinks. No, if you truly know who I am, then you know half the things I say. I'm joking, right, Amber? Like you have to know me. Like I think you just have to know the type of personality that I have, right?
Yes, I agree.
It gets me in trouble, but still, like, gets me in a lot of trouble. And it's not just on the internet. It's like real life situations. I put myself in like some certain situations that I could have avoided, but that's my journey. Like I just have fun. I just have fun with everything. And I'm working on it. Like I'm 30 years old now, working on where to say certain stuff, but sometimes like I'm also getting to the age where I don't give a fuck. And I don't know if it's good or if it's bad, but I'm just gonna play it out.
I as well. I mean, like I said, people who don't know you are gonna be like, the guy's kind of toxic. He's a toxico. But I mean, like I said, I've been listening to your podcast and I've known you for a while, you know, and it's just like, That's just Gil. Gil don't mean that shit. He's just being funny. I mean, you're also a comedian, so it's like people can't really take
I'm
you.
okay. Not yet. Not yet.
Well, I mean,
Not yet. I'm writing my shit, but not yet. Right?
you're getting there.
Amber and I were talking about this the other day. I'm getting ready. Getting ready to do my first show.
Can we label you one of those people that are flocking to LA from another place?
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna start my own comedy scene here in Chino.
Nothing but
It's just gonna be
farmers.
me and the mic. That's it. The farm, the improv, farm at the improv, or improv at the farm. We'll do that.
That could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude,
Sponsored by Billy's Eggs.
Billy's Egg Farm.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, why take it seriously? Just have fucking fun. That's what we're all doing. We're all having fun. We're all, joking around. We're all talking about stuff, but we're also saying what's on our mind, and I think that's important for us to like talk about it. I mean, we've talked about a lot of stuff, dude. I mean, we've talked about Emmett Till. We've talked about gentrification. We've talked about
Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever. We've talked about
Lamar.
magic mushrooms. We've talked about, JFK assassination. I mean, it just, why not? Why not? Why not have fun and not, just talk? I mean, that's what conversations are for. If we were just going to talk about safe shit, then what's the fucking point?
Yeah, there's no point. I mean, most uncomfortable conversations are conversations that need to happen.
What's the most
That's just
uncomfortable conversation you've had?
That I've had?
Yeah.
Like today?
I mean,
I have some weird conversations like on the daily, bro.
Pick one of them that's your favorite.
What's one of them, Amber?
I don't know. Today?
Today, yeah.
Oh, when you didn't take notes?
Oh
The
yeah.
meeting?
Yeah, there was somebody assigned me to take notes, but I refused.
And he's like, no. Everybody looked at him like, what? And he's like, no, I don't want to. And then it sounded like he did. And then when we were having dinner, I was like, oh, so what about the notes? And he's like, I didn't take the fucking notes. And I was like, out of all the asshole shit things you did, this is the worst. Yeah, that was pretty awkward.
I said no. I wasn't going to do it. I don't want to do notes. I'm terrible. And I said it. I said I'm a terrible note taker. I took notes. I'm not lying. I did take notes, but they're common stuff. I've always been a terrible note taker. Since elementary, since middle school, since high school, since college.
Since now.
I think a note taking thing should be like a class, right?
But it's odd because you're so like
Detailed?
organized and detailed that I would think you'd be an amazing note taker.
Mm-mm.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well,
The only time I take, I'm sorry, we're end this right now, but I think the only time I would take notes if I'm getting ready for a joke. Like if I see a premise or something, a situation in life, I will write it down in my notebook. And Amber knows this too, because I do this daily. Like if something happens to me and I'm like, this is going to be so fucking funny, I will write it down. That's where I would take notes, not at a fucking meeting. What the fuck? This is not funny. Why would I take notes for this?
I think that was the most fucked up. He was a note taker for everybody. So
Oh,
no one
my
took
God.
notes, and we were all relying that he took the notes. So now there's no notes for anyone.
That's a joke right there. There we go. We just wrote a bit.
There
See
we
how
go.
easy that is?
There we go.
That was a bit.
Well,
Thanks, you.
I wasn't going to end it, but I was going to be like, let's go to the next segment.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
How
my
long is
God.
this podcast is going to be? Fucking 5 hours long? Jesus fucking Christ. Don't you
Actually,
people sleep in Houston?
well, not really. We're just the land that just don't stop. Anyways, no, so we're going to do unpopular opinions. We don't have to do a whole lot. We can just do a couple. I gave one already about gentrification. Do you have an unpopular opinion, Gil?
Yeah, don't assign me as a note taker.
Unpopular opinion: Gil doesn't like writing notes.
No,
Note taking is
Brad,
unworthy.
No, no, notes are good. I mean, when you're a good note taker. Unpopular opinion.
Pineapple is meant to be on pizza.
There we go. There's hers.
I like pineapple on pizza. I'm not even gonna lie.
So do I. Pepperoni pineapple is my favorite.
I like going a step further, and when I order Domino's, I get the chicken, bacon, and pineapple on it, and it tastes very, very good.
Nice.
Gil was
I
like, "Get me the
pepperoni,
fuck out of here."
pineapple, and jalapeno.
That's even better. That's even better.
That's my
I mean,
go-to.
I don't understand what the hate is on pineapple on pizza when
don't
people
either.
like eat ass. I mean, what's the point of like
Wait, dirty ass, but they can't eat pineapple. on
exactly? You know,
pizza?
I mean, what do you think, Gil? I mean,
I think okay. So I didn't pay attention. When you
oh
guys
my
were talking about-
Jeez, are you writing down notes?
No, I'm looking at who the actor was for Emmett Till because the
Oh my!
this is the
this is my unpopular opinion. I could have done way better as Emmett Till than Jalen Hall.
wow.
You did a good job.
I would have done a better job.
But you would have been in blackface, and you probably would have gotten canceled.
Yeah. I mean,
That's fine.
the height
That's
was there.
They're just gonna
the
say
height was there. The weight
was there. The weight was there.
no, the weight was not. Man, what?
You were laying on the bed.
Oh my God.
You were the bloated one. You were the sun double, bloated boy number 2.
Wow.
It's okay, you leave. I burned him.
Oh my gosh, no, that's hilarious. No, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my, I can picture that now, Gil. Now look, you are bloated. You're lying in the casket. Don't move.
Oh, that's so good. That's my unpopular opinion. I could have done a super fucking better job than Jalen Hall.
You would have just gotten the hang of it, huh? So.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Sorry.
Oh my god, someone's gonna be like, yo, could you really do a better job than that kid?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, that was great.
Congratulations, you just got casted as bloated boy number 2.
It's perfect.
We don't need much makeup or FX or anything.
We're saving so much money.
Oh my gosh.
Saving so much time and money directing.
Well, they're gonna use you.
Perfect.
They're gonna use you for the sequel. So I mean,
Oh my god, yes.
the sequel, you'll be in it.
That
You'll
was
be
good.
fine.
Oh. Oh my god.
There's a whole franchise for you, Gil. You're just gonna be.
Life after death.
the Notorious B.I.G. movie.
Oh my god.
They'll use you for that too. There you go.
See, you don't need anyone else burning you. You got it right here, right in your home. 24/7. That's why other drama doesn't phase him.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It doesn't. No, I grew up with people not feeding me. Like I grew up with people beating. That's fine. Not taking me to the hospital when like my wrist was broken. Like, you think podcast drama is gonna hurt me? I grew up in a poor Mexican family, dude. Nothing's gonna fucking phase me.
All that shit was in, all that shit was in the
Roaches
minors,
crawling
man.
all over me, dude.
You're in the major leagues. That's why. You're in the major leagues. That's why.
Major leagues, baby.
And they don't
Showbiz.
Fuck. Let me do another unpopular opinion. I think I got one here somewhere. Yeah.
Here's. You want to hear mine? This podcast is running way too long.
That is unpopular. This was for the older folks, man. This
Okay.
one, I've noticed this, and this is an unpopular opinion, but take it as you is, take it as it is. You know, I don't know. For the older folks, don't get a new phone if you're not like tech savvy, because I'm fucking tired of seeing these old ass people get a brand new iPhone and just like, you know, all the way up here. And I'm like, bro, you can dim the light where it's not that bright. You know, they think it's like a fucking, it's a fucking like foghorn light we're just like blowing in their face.
I think I know why they do that though. Because their eyesight now, well, at least my mom does this. My mom's not that old, but she can see better from afar with her readers than she can up close.
So it's
get him
the glasses.
Just get him
not the iPhone.
Just get him a jitterbug phone.
Yeah,
You think
I
those things
agree,
are like
but-
that fucking big.
There we go.
There you go.
You just have to scroll for each alphabet. Like, oh, okay, you know. But no, it's because I was at the ATM, the drive-through ATM, and every time I go through the ATM, there's always somebody holding up the line because they're checking their bank statements or they're checking their balance on, you know. And I'm like, yo, you can download this app for your bank, so you could do mobile banking. You know, you don't.
They
have,
don't.
You know,
I get your point. I get your point, but they don't have the app because you just spent like 5 minutes on why they shouldn't have an iPhone.
but I mean, if you do,
You're telling them to get a jitterbug, but then also you're telling them to get the app. Like, which one is it? I'm fucking confused.
okay,
Do you want them to have the jitterbug, or do you want them to have the iPhone with the?
well, I mean, I think
bank app.
Apple, and I think Samsung should come up with a phone for just older folks, where it's like, look, if you want the nicer new generation, like this is what the Samsung S22, it's like the senior version, where it's just your contacts, your phone, internet, a couple of apps, and maybe an Amber Alert. I don't know. You know, it's just something simple. Like, honestly, like when phones were super simple back in the day, just make something like that. You know, I mean, I don't really think these people need the latest and greatest, because it's like you're going to T-Mobile or Virgin, you know, I mean, that's old, Verizon, and, you know, they're swindling you to get a new iPhone, and then you get it, and all you're doing is using it to call and text and go on Facebook and look at shit that your cousin in Mexico is doing, you know, and it's like you could do so much more with the phone, but, you know, I mean, that's on them because they don't know any better. But, you know, if you're going to get a phone, something new, at least get something that's easier for you to use. Don't get a phone that you're not going to use. Because, like, dude, honestly, my phone, I use this. I use it for podcasting. I use it for social media purposes. I use the fuck out of my phone. I use it for video editing. Like, you know, we use our shit. But, like, you know, Guadalupe that got the new, you know, iPhone is not going to use it that way. So it's like, honestly, don't get a phone if you're not very tech savvy. You know, I just got locked out on my phone. Do you remember your password? No. Well, you're fucked.
I think my issue with that is that, I mean, they're always asking, you know, for help with the iPhone. Like, you know, oh, like I just got, like you said, like I just got locked out. Like, oh, show me how to do this. Show me how to do this. Show me how to do this. When they can just go on YouTube and do that. Like that, you're taking time away from me, from my note taking.
I have another one going on the theme of older people. I don't know if it's unpopular or popular, but
She's
in
like,
my
they
book,
should
it's
all
popular.
die.
But letting old people cut you in line.
I don't know.
They
Fuck
know
them.
what they're doing.
Fuck them.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
not. They're not playing dumb. They intentionally do it.
I'm surprised that this recently happened and I witnessed it. And I'm surprised you didn't say anything.
I don't know. I guess it caught me off guard.
What happened?
We were what? We were waiting in
We were waiting
line.
for a long ass time for our car, for the valet to bring her car. It was cold. It was nighttime.
Downtown LA.
And these viejitos played it like we were dumb. And I was like, wait a minute. You weren't in front of us 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
But it happens often. Or at least to me it does.
Oh, fuck that. If they can wait fucking, 20 minutes, an hour for their fucking medication, they can wait 5 fucking minutes in line. Fuck that shit.
Hold on, because the same thing, I try to do the same thing in Home Depot, and you told me to move.
Yeah, I would have told them to move too. You try to sneak in front of someone and I told you to get out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just repaying the favor. I'm repaying the universe the favor.
Wow, you're
Okay.
not even that old and you already started. I can only imagine if we're like 80. Jeez.
I was holding a big no, because I mean, a guy cut in front of us,
Okay.
right? So he cut in front of 2 people. I only cut in front of 1.
And I made him get out.
And she made no, because I made that comment and I wanted to say it louder because, dude, I was holding like I had like a 24 case of water.
Yeah.
I had it on my shoulder, and I didn't want to fucking wait in line, and that's why I like jumped in front of the lady, and the lady knew that I was going to be in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't even upset that I hopped in front of her, right? Because she knew. I mean, come on, obviously. And when Amber told me, she was like, "Oh, move out of line." What did I say? I was like,
You're
"What?
the one holding this
Are
water?
you gonna hold this water?" And I like looked at the lady too. I was like, "Are you gonna hold this water?"
You still move
You
though.
should have told her, do you know who I am? I'm bloated boy number 1.
From Emmett Till, damn it, that was me. Run the B-roll. My name is on there on the casting.
Just show her on the phone. You're like, oh, wait, I got locked out. Fuck.
She's like, "That's me."
I also have
Sorry,
a
he has a
podcast.
diaper on. I'm like, oh, okay.
But I don't know. What did she say? She was like, "Oh no, you guys could go in front of me."
You have less items.
I was like, "Yeah, bitch, only have fucking."
No, see, then if you do that, then okay, it's good. But don't freaking try to cut people.
I'm gonna cut whoever
No,
Nah, fuck that old
until
people that
like
like cutting
somebody
and
tells
shit.
me something.
I'm like, hey, yo. Nah, fuck that. Fuck
It's
that.
cool. It's cool.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. They shouldn't. You're gonna cut somebody that's older than you. Don't cut me, because then I'll knock you the fuck out. No, I won't knock you the fuck out, but I'll call my. No wait, I was gonna say I was gonna call my grandparents, but I don't have grandparents anymore, so fuck. Never mind. Oh,
Call on them.
I still have one of them, but I mean, what is she gonna do? Nothing.
No, yeah, we shouldn't let old people do that. We shouldn't let old people do a lot of things. I think there's just a running list of we shouldn't let old people. They shouldn't drive. They shouldn't write. They shouldn't work.
Right?
They shouldn't write. Wait, did I say right?
Yeah, you said right.
Yeah, they shouldn't write. They shouldn't be on like TV shows.
Bob's not dead yet.
They shouldn't do a lot of things.
I'm gonna remind you when you're
I think
80.
the driving part is something like once you hit a certain age, the state should probably be like, yeah, you can't drive anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
you have your eye vision and all that, but you're just a liability. You could get into a horrible accident.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather. Well, God knows how many fucking accidents he's had, and just, I mean, even a couple years before he passed, he was just being stubborn. He was just like, no, I can still drive. And I'm like, dude, you can't fucking drive, bro. You can't even see at night.
They reach the pedals, bro.
And even my cousin had to like tell him like, no, just you're done.
Mm-hmm.
You're done. You're done. You can't drive anymore. It's best for you just to, we'll take you places. But
see, this is where. Have you seen the movie Misery?
With what's his name?
With Kathy Bates.
Yeah, and James
and
Caan.
that other guy.
See,
this is where I feel for her when she breaks the guy's legs with the sledgehammer. I mean, potentially we can be doing this in hospitals.
Oh my god!
For geriatric patients. It's a short procedure.
Oh my god.
We just break a couple legs, break a couple of arms, and I mean, there you go. We won't see old people on the road.
Well, there's
unpopular opinion. Okay.
Just let me throw that at the end just to make sure that, people are not saying that I support this.
Okay, it's like, okay, that's a unpopular opinion, but I mean, why not?
I mean, yeah, I honestly agree. There's a lot of things that old people shouldn't do. Like you said, they shouldn't drive, shouldn't have a license to a certain age. They shouldn't be alone by themselves at a certain age either.
No, but leave them alone. Leave them alone. Just put them in a box somewhere. Put them in an outhouse somewhere with a hole and a blanket, and they'll be fine.
But what if they have dementia?
It's fine.
That's fine. Give them some magic mushrooms, they'll be fine.
That's it. I think that's the answer to all life's problems. Eat a bag of mushrooms.
Not a bag
it really
of dicks.
is. It really is. It has to be.
Well, I guess that's unpopular opinions. We don't have any more. I don't have any more, obviously.
Yeah.
I have some that are for a rainy day, but I'm not going to bring those out because those are a lot.
It's not rainy.
It was raining actually, but I'm not bringing those out.
Monsoon. Do you guys get monsoons out there? That'd be fucking terrifying.
Yes, we get Taiwan monsoons out here in Texas. No,
One last thing before we go. Are you more afraid of like dust storms than earthquakes?
What? We don't have dust
Like
storms out here.
earthquakes. Or whatever the fuck you have in Texas. You have like sandstorms and monsoons.
Gil, we live in the desert, Gil. That's West Texas.
He was saying, no, hold on, Amber. He was saying that he was like, oh, I love it out. Like when he came out to Chino, he was like, oh, dude, you can just see like the mountains. Like everybody says that about like the Inland Empire. Like, oh my God, you can see the mountains. You can see the mountains. And then I asked him like, what's out over there? And he was like, oh, no, it's just like flat.
Yeah, I mean, it's flat, but I mean, there's no desert. I mean, it's just flat land. That's why we build so much. I mean, we have bayous over here, but literally Texas is just flat unless you go to like West Texas.
There's no tornadoes because it's flat.
Come on, Texas tornado.
And North
Freddie
Texas.
You can't tell me that Freddie Fender was a fucking liar when he said Texas tornadoes. There's got to be a reason. Got to be a
Funny,
reason why he
dude.
said
There's
that.
a fucking. Well, this is a short little story. It's also racist. So I have a.
You were racist this whole fucking podcast. Why does this even matter now? Why even point it out? Just say it.
I have a boss. He was talking to one of my managers, and he was like, "Hey, do you know who Freddie Fender is?" And he was like, "No, who's that?" He's like, "Awesome fucking beaner that sings country music."
Damn.
I was like, "Huh?" I wasn't there, obviously, but someone told me that they heard that, and I was like, "What?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" That was not me being racist. That was some white people being racist. But no, North Texas, there's tornadoes because it's closer to like Oklahoma, and Oklahoma has that problem. But down here in like Houston area,
Yeah, no problem.
the only thing we have to worry about
Like
is
LA has a homeless problem. Fucking Oklahoma has a terrible problem with tornadoes.
We have to deal with hurricanes. That's the one thing.
Oh,
Flooding and
hurricanes. Okay. So would you rather deal with a hurricane or an earthquake?
Hurricane.
That's wild to me. That's fucking wild. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I've even heard people say that they rather be through a tornado than an earthquake. There's no way. If I could see something fucking 100 or what? How tall are they? Like 100 feet coming and fucking taking everything in its place? Heck no. Heck no.
I'm ready to go through a hurricane. I mean, and we've gone through hurricanes too, and it's just like it's nothing. I mean, obviously,
but an earthquake is quick. Like you're talking about 10 seconds quick, and you're just like, whoa.
I hope I never feel that when I go out there and visit, because I probably would freak out.
No, they feel great. I've slept with them.
Yeah, I've slept through quite a bit.
It's like one of those beds you put a quarter in and it just shakes for a couple seconds.
Yeah, or there's those ones that just jolt you like, whew, like one quick, like boom. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah, you start texting everybody. Did you feel that? Did you feel that?
There's different variations.
You go on Facebook and everybody's talking about fucking...
Everybody said earthquake. Or there's some that like roll, so you feel like you're on a boat.
Oh, those ones are
like
cool.
The rolling one.
What?
It's rolling.
That's
like
wild.
A jolt, a shake.
Yeah.
I felt like the one where you kind of feel like when it drops, like.
Oh, fuck that.
That's fucking wild.
They're not bad. They're not bad at all, actually.
What if
honestly the story with your boss or whatever, I thought he was gonna say that you like resemble Freddie Fender.
Oh,
Freddie Fender.
If he did, then he called me a beaner. Then I'd probably have a different job right now.
You would have decked him.
I wouldn't have decked him, but
you would have like turned around and said, "Wasted days and wasted nights."
You're about to get your
just singing that song today.
Yeah, Texas tornadoes. He was a liar. So there's no fucking tornadoes in Texas.
I didn't say that. I said this is just North Texas. Closer to, like I said, Oklahoma. Well, Dallas is South Oklahoma. So.
They still use that B word in Texas?
What word?
I haven't heard that
Beaner?
word in them. Yeah. Have you heard that, Amber?
Taking it back.
Over here?
No.
What is our style? Like, what do we say over here in SoCal?
There's too many of us to call to say anything.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Paisa, maybe?
Yeah, but that's a different type of Mexican.
Well, I mean, but I'm thinking of like the equivalent of someone we're saying like, oh, that's the paisa or the paisa right there.
I think more beaner is like Chicano.
But I feel like beaner comes from like a derogatory sense.
I mean, it does.
Well, paisa is a derogatory sense, no?
Not really, because paisa is like paisano, which means like brother. But some people use it. Yeah, I guess it could be used derogatory.
In a negative way, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
But,
unpopular opinion.
Really? Or chunti.
Ooh, I like that one.
Chunti.
Oh, I know.
Chunti, yes. I love that one.
Chuntaros.
I'm going to use that tomorrow. My word of the day tomorrow. Mexican word of the day, chunti.
Chuntaros. Oh, man, that was a whole thing. Anyways, what were we saying? Yeah, I would rather go through a hurricane. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But, yeah, so, Gil, it's been fun. I was going to do the whole thing like you do, but I was like, nah, he already knows. He already knows this is the end. But.
Oh, man. Wait, hold on. You're gonna...
Just end
What
it.
are we going to do? Oh, come on. You let Ramos do fucking 16 hours. You let Ramos do 5 hours. You're really cutting me off.
Oh, my gosh. Wait, when did I let Jose do fun? That would be
That's what
something.
they told you, Gil.
Yeah. That's what they told me. Jaime. I think it was Jaime. Yeah, Jaime and Chris. I cut them off at like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, come on. You let Ramos do 3 hours. And I'm like, all right, we'll go for a little more. They like to finagle me for like another 30 minutes, another 45 minutes, another hour.
Oh, yeah. And then y'all ended up calling me at like a random ass time in the middle of the night over here.
Yeah,
That was weird. I was like,
that was fun. That was a good one. We got to do that again.
I was like,
and
what the
call you.
fuck? What is? I was like, is something going on? Something wrong? I was like, and then you just call me. I'm like, what do you jerk off in the bathroom? You jerk off on your bed? And I was like, what? I thought something was wrong with you guys.
You're on the Mind Buzz. Welcome to the Mind Buzz. Do unpopular opinion. Where do you jerk off? Come watch me on Mind Buzz Media on YouTube, and check out the podcast on Spotify. Come follow us on Instagram at the Mind Buzz, and then also follow On Our Way on Instagram and on Mind Buzz Media on YouTube, where you'll find me and me and Amber. God damn it, me and Amber stroll through LA, stroll through the Inland Empire, talking about different stuff. And what was the tagline for On Our Way?
What do you mean?
Like chingaderas, tacos, whatever the fuck you put.
Chisme, traffic, and chingaderas.
There we go. What does that mean?
Well, chisme is gossip. Traffic is traffic. And chingaderas is just like shit. Like
Bullshit.
stuff.
There you go. That's pretty much. Come check us out, Mind Buzz Media on YouTube, and check us out on Spotify.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and plug it. I mean, that was...
Like, does he even give you time to plug yourself when you're all doing it? Like it's your show?
Gil.
Dude, well, I've given 120 people the opportunity to plug in whatever they want for a 1 minute and a half. Can we do the math? 130. No, wait. 1 minute and 30 seconds times 120. How many minutes, how many hours, how many seconds is that I have let the community of Southern California plug in their stuff? So I think that I'm due for that, ladies and gentlemen. I think I need the time for me. Okay,
look,
I need the time for Mind Buzz Media.
Look, we get it. You were in the Emmett Till movie, but you don't have to try to finesse your way into the front of the line. Okay,
come check us out. There we go.
All right, guys.
Right there.
You've seen it. You've seen that face. That face that might get copyrighted because it kind of looks like JRE, but who cares? He's not coming after him. So, if you see Joe in LA, make sure he doesn't chin check you. But yeah, go ahead and follow Gil. Follow the Mind Buzz. Follow On Our Way. Both are great podcasts. Gil's a great. He's a gay guy.
I'm getting the bloated Emmett Till in the movie. Come check me out at the movies.
Oh, damn, they're putting their fucking, they're making a gay Emmett Till movie. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, Gil is a great guy. Go listen to his podcast. He's got a lot of great people on there. He's had me on there several times. He's had Jose. He's had Jaime. He's had Chris. Check out his new episodes with his friends, Punk Bug, and I believe it was Danny, who's the barber, whose last name is also Ramos, but I don't think there's no relation there. I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, go ahead and check out the Mind Buzz, and yeah, I appreciate you guys for listening. Like I said, again, for the third, fourth time, follow the Mind Buzz. I'm going to keep saying it because this guy's a big fucking deal. This guy was in Emmett Till, man. I mean... Oh, man. All right, guys. You have a good day, a good night, whenever you're listening to this. God bless. Peace. And I'll see you guys on the flippity-dippity side.